Emakwa baba Ashanti Prime TV you no so kase eboso ensem dodo a etwago ye mayimu ne nkofama so da me semufu aso ne so a anwumre me hro bia ma wo say you no so kase ebo na kase so no ene de abre won temper hot yes sani mum kakra na wo kase ebo yi so no Ghana mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama de nsemu atoja wo kire mu se ye besa ma Ghana asan ye green biem no odaswa edi ho dwuma saa so na diabetes eze na ni atera na ni nton wo firi mpanimfo so konkwada so ensem no de do na aka we mu ho na nwumre abo ano a me de bre wo se nwumre no so kase bo me anwumre maji bre horo kase no ama wo no me din di gift ya bag na wo fe me gift eno na ya na me de na me twa me ho aba wo hu na ya kakase na nkasa. Yenya nti yese Ghana ha no bebi etwamu ye bedua nnua se de be ya nnua ye twaguo na ebidi ye galanse ene ade se ye nsase enu nti nnua ntumi nyini bi mu no Ghana mampeni tu meba wa ne mrantie a wo ye mabunu se won mu nnua dua nnua na ne no ye de nnua no ama sese kame akwese ye rekora ye fi ho asem ama omo ya tia de bi kura so makatu ya ma ne Ghana mampeni sia de atudwa biem se wo Kenya mu pa no ahye mu kena etitiru pa akofra mantamni mu ene apuye mantamu a afei so enkra pompuni mantamu enkran pompuni mantamni mu o hyemu kete wo ho wo miedua ne mu se de be ya Ghana be fa ne ntoma pa asai frabi.
But let me also comment on what is possible if the public and private sector work together. I know that there was an attempt to involve private sector in power utility and at the distribution level. And we all remember the example with PDS. PDS was not a bad thing. It is just that it was handled wrongly and many people had personal interest in PDS, and that's why it failed. But there's something to be said for injecting private sector efficiency into public utilities. And I gave an example before. Enclave Power buys bulk electricity from the power utilities and distributes it within the free zones enclave and has a 99% collection rate of bills. It within the free zones enclave and has a 99%. And I gave an example before. Enclave Power buys bulk electricity from the power utilities and distributes
Pharmaceutical Association of Ghana for the two just said government the Womokabine, the Womokabi, Wonura, one more supply them hospitals are holding Ghana Hanamona, no, almost rabbi, Sabine, Bechenny, Rababesha, Sanyo, Maway, and what pay hope massive.
The president is saying you're going to have Ghana as a pharmaceutical hub. So then if this thing can be done, some of us that have started supplying and distributing our products to the sub-region, we expect that the monies that they owe us are so huge, which I cannot mention here. The Ghana, Ivory Coast and all the sub-region, except Nigeria. So if our president or the parliament can support us in any way to get our monies, they can whisper to their colleague presidents to get our money, we'll be so grateful.
He's also mentioned some few challenges, and I hope that we'll sit down with government, we'll sit down with the sector minister, and probably with our big people in Faster House. We'll sit down with them and we'll discuss all these issues and see how best we can help him to move up both in horizontal and vertical.
Kwawu West Municipal Assembly no council no dia to jawa say one mon Kwawu and Koko na Sabre Basaba say a course a horn more for base ya one there Nancy ya nyanti to Sabrante ya did find a way to me Makama would stand was we full of life we semone to now for 70 one more hour seeking a cum when I know Nam Swama a year quo a year and coco MC ya Nidi any Tamimu Halidu dear to just say one more book or one more any abroad dear but be a reef one cosia where she be a bobo be one more say one more boy and two copium one coco room one baby a 70 and one you cum father no Sabria Minuka say reef one base ya one more tranum we which I say woman yet na ye e kane no be korum rodie mu ankofo dua de ombo de no na worma bodwa go horum na ne ye obekwa kodu e cha so de o matwa sia no mu wi ahodo jo to ne ne tramo ne ready e ne na kire se worma fa ne no e na se abre ya me no ka se fa de nam ne so amen ne MC Hamimu Tahiru e de atudwa se worma mu bu ho e no nti kodu ha awi fodi omania ye mu hancho no nam so ama o ma chi nipa makomanko edunsia Sabre amene wo kasai won mo de o makopie mu aposifo akachi ye nkohwe
yampene enti kwa mai mumma manenye obi amedi obi abone aban na ebo mo ho ban MC ebo mo ho ban assembly member ni ebo mo ho ban obi a ogi de say ya ye bibie tia no mra kwa mo no omra assembly say mra kwa ye nto mra ya ba ye mu dan me mu structure na mmomu no me hwe ba bia bode enua asena omda mu basis no eno na ya kale ena ye friend gatos te mesram and central for momoa na dwumade ne enwe yeguso structure no ye ton san mu na ekwan a etie no position e wo mu no enye ntie bebu na o mato o mbo ase aye ne kama eti kasa no ayekoso no saa yawde na ayekoso no mesram so obi an ka ne komanto ne yam se ne MC kan no adwuma ne yenwie yeguso ayeye ye ma saa adwuma no enye eka ma wom asambre no ebesom ne aye bibia aye kama ama asumdua aba de omo kan se ye mubu structure we say enwan wom e pa cho before say enwan no na se se pe ba bi di omko ye ni ba bi ani e di omko e pa cho what ya say eti ye ntimi mu enku enwan no de sremo de ye ye bibia ne kwaso aha no a etesa no kra ye masa de ne nkoso ye be mama to blog aduduafo ansa na edi enua atoa so eti bibia si wa bia no kasa bebre no o kasa bebre a ubedi ntro kasa nse se o ka no eno na obeka afa obewie no na afa nipa na
Environmental Protection Agency for Chief Executive and the Professor Nana Brown Clotte Edia Suja wo chief say what their chopper kwamat na ye ni mpanifo omo ka bia omo man na mu say omo mo de nsa se nkofo agigi akenten so a wɔn de yɛ galamsey no wɔn ti na saa bɛyɛ no kasa yi no deɛ nti a saa asɛm yi wɔde ato dwa no yɛ sɛ na nsɛn no yɛde to dwa so wohwɛ Ashanti Prime TV anwummerɛ no nsa seɛbɔ a wɔti bie sɛ sesei no wɔn ato wɔn ho asi hɔ sɛ obi biara wɔtɔn galamsey ho nneɛma ano nti sɛ galamsey foi yɛka sɛ wɔn mo nya galamsey wi a wɔn mo enya yie no wɔtɔn ho nneɛma nko adeɛ ne bepie usua ne emra ne bɛkyew pa na ne wadie no nam so manansɛn wɔn toto China fo bi mu shops mu a stores wa hodo etonton galamsey ho nneɛma bia yɛ tutum wɔ ɛyɛ Kumasi Asante mantam ha no no ase na opani anase abaye rebei ɛde tu dwa ɛsɛ sesei no ɛwɔ sɛ mpanimfo mo ka bi wom ɛbɛ wɔn ho modern na wɔn mo hwɛ sɛ de bia wɔn mo bɛgye nsase ankɔfo galamsey na wa ama dia wa fa to mo so no atumi akoyi ɛde ama
first established in 2013. The percentage commission charge.
We are deeply worried because our estimation and also reports from World Bank confirms that we have about 3 million hectares of land that are degraded, and it takes us all to restore the land. If we have to get all this land back to its original state, it involves backfare and get the place back in order. That's a huge land then to restore our water bodies as well. So EPA is in the process looking for funds, seeking, questing for proposals in the reclamation of our land and the cleaning of our water bodies. So that's what we are currently doing. It's worrying, but it's our mandate to also protect them for funds, seeking, questing for proposals in the reclamation of our land and the cleaning of our water bodies. So that's what we are currently doing. It's worrying, but it's our mandate to also.
Atsaya one more share diabetes ho nsem so ye research ahodoa eno no say ade bi beba won mutimi hunu ni ntanso ne de to just say no eye diabetes ade no kane no ne nim se mpanifo ofom kora nkoda no de asie de ye nhwe yem ye ni na ho mofra no ye mfo no nko hospital
Most of the time when we are talking about diabetes, we're just talking about the adult person with diabetes. We hardly ever concentrate on the children, and we know that the children are our future, and so we need to know when children are affected with diabetes. Many times in our society, for children with diabetes, the diagnosis is usually made very late. In fact, sometimes it's when they come into hospital with a complication, a very severe complication that can lead to death. That's when we make the diagnosis. And so in terms of the knowledge gap, we have that in the population. It's going on with the child. They go from one place to the other. And then even in the hospital setting, sometimes it exists in children. So that is becoming more of a challenge now for our children, because we don't expect them to have that.
And in particular, specialists and subspecialists is not an easy thing. It's not easy in the sense that we must remember the human aspect of it. They've got children. They want the children in good schools. They want good accommodation. They want good shopping facilities. They want good recreational facilities and all that. So it will all come with a general national development. And otherwise, if you need to put persons in those areas, then you've got to provide them the right incentives. So it's not a simple problem to address. So I think that all the regional capitals, 16 of them, must have a whole team of specialists who can cover the majority.
Arrival for Kamuko ya wono ena womo share ubani boat me chere online a year ka ya ava so ya fa phone na fie na woni wa base ho no abeso fie de okobia wokobia no de atu dwase said the abai ne won mu edie ni said ya sa dwumako a won mo de dadeda eye boat ni ubai ano no wo mo said yo mo ne wo mo di no wo mo mpekra e chere so musika sem wo fo mo driver fo de o mo do mo fuel o mo petrol ye adwuma gu kwanti abai no sorry na adwumako no ntu ho anamo
15 to 18 to 20 to 25. And currently, ladies and gentlemen, just after the 2024 general election, specifically on the 6th of January, the percentage went up to 30%. The reason we all don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, friends from the media, from where the driver is located and is expected to drive all this distance of 17 minutes drive to pick a passenger to a destination of 5 minutes, only for the app or platform owners, Uber, Bolt, or Yango, should charge 15 cedis. And out of these 15 cedis, ladies and gentlemen, let me make a demonstration. This is 15 cedis. Out of these 15 cedis, because we use their platform, 30% is being deducted from these 15 cedis. And the question is, maybe that when we do, we'll compare them to do the right thing by reducing the 30%. But failure to do so by not meeting the leadership of the association within 1 week, the association have decided that there will be a match to the presidency. When Uber was first established in 2013, the percentage commission charged per trip was between 8 to 10%. Subsequently, the percentage kept increasing from 10 to 15, 15 to 18 to 20 to 25.
Yansa ye chimra ye asante mantemu hanu galamse hon sensem yada na sabria meni wo kasa environmental protection agency for eternity akan epa omo jumadi a omo dia so so mutu galamsa se no se nya asem ketwo omo ni abre pa se afiwe galafo pe omo mpe omo betu ase enti sabria meni wo kasa obi pe mu asante mantemu hanu aye as aye ye friend no anyan kwanta wa sentimental hanmo ukopie mu ho ma aye China fo a wo mo biebie sahodo a wo mo de ton champagne kire enfidi a ye galamse ho ne oma no sabre mako edunan ya close ni nyina dan wa ya toto shops ni mu a sabre a me no ka say China fo ye o mani mu nyogenyogi o mani da ko to mojamu a enya sem kakraba.
Man is inside and when they saw that we started operations from the first shop, they all closed themselves into the shops. We have spent the past 10 minutes trying to break through this door. And just when the door was broken and we entered, the Chinese man was standing right at the entrance. We'll inspect to see if they have champagnes, and if they do this, they have this, then we'll know the next line of action. If they have this, then we'll know the next line of action. This, if they have this,
then we will know the next line of action.
Afi we dey kame akwakoye se nya China fo Africa we ye busumi ene ye krom Ghana ha kora na nse ya no mo shop ba ko a e wo santase run about to see you ena sabre galamse so ye tu ani asu mo so kire se ye tuo mo afidi kram ho ade aye ye na se de ye mo mani nka wo krom ha kora ye nhwe na so ya nya ne sa so mo so se ni ma e ya semo yo ni nyina ye ni ye mu ntia ye to akase bo no so me kayo so we ASHANTI prime siga you no so kase bo midi digiti abagna me na mede kase no emu nsem esom wo ye mfa kase no kopiem ewo MPP wo soro amayokuo ni mudia na sa brewi ni se emu atete wo na eye Dr. Brian Champo no so ne support se wo buem e na sa brewi wo mu e back ni dindinde ne cancel akese se wono no betumi abeye ya asantoa wo yoba ankono no be ya asantoa wo to so mienu na se wo ye be man so wo ye be ma yi die na te se Rollins so I man penifo no han po bi eye Kwame Nkrumah of our time it is a brain no one must say ya moye homodre na ye hwe se de be ya ye support nyina beka wo machi na Brian Champo abetumi abe fankatuni e de ama NDC MPP amayoku no.
Is such a unique person, such that he has been positioned between the two major forces of our political party, number 1 and number 3. Dr. Bernard Champo has been positioned there by nature, not by coincidence, because of his caliber, because of his unifying spirit, because of his kind gesture. Dr. Bernard Champo is the only candidate that can unite this party going forward after 2020. I want to use this platform to appeal to delegates from Buem constituency that we need power. We need a candidate, a flag bearer that will give us power in 2028. And when you look at all the candidates, Dr. Brian Champo stand very, 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 very tall.
Asante man temu haya comment ya himfie mashia himbobo no was to ye na Edia Futu Aqua ASHANTI Regional Police Commander no DCOP ato say akọ say won twene free system nature enya pade ho nsensem a eye ni nyina fa ahenie ho nsem ho se de be ya enkon ya ye mu ntino de enyo boni ekoso ye memu hanom no ene wontu na nisi so ene nipa boni fo akromfo ne kire se omo a emmo bra no se de ebetia eye Ghana mra no omo na wontu na nisi wo so na wonu wo ni djuma na sabre ono ne kasa de bia se de be ya eba ne nsa sem ya hensem a omfa ne ho enyi bi
Santima ma de fa Fansa in some names as a Sunday, media. Zone in your procedure. Zone. We bow or no, he be proud as ever could be, which is the Mako no Wakumsa. Zone as the same would be embassy was a beer, would ever catch it. And you would know the car. The permanent said he be a better walk. Zone and he in some so you the fabric. Zone, Madame. I have to say is over catching. We make up a general. The Okoya no way, Patapan will be doing so into the zone. That's not the chronone near Massa Yachi, the Monfinin Nama, should be Rabasabasa, the Chuno Nepo, Nina, the Martin Nama. Zone should be about nipa basa ye be bokro no ye niema emfata de wani ko na munso ni nyina so it oba ya na pete me ha de langa de ye dia wo hine bia ko fa la be tu hine no so so o muni so wuntimi asas media ko nwa no ma wona pankasa ko fa langa bia mo mere asas so ye so oba ya mere mo tumi na ko fu bi ko twitwi so unu bi di shi bi na nchiwa ba bo kwa mama ni e frame wa bi hu be bi da ya so ni na na dia so bi aba so o wa be no atro report no dia ba na ha se ni makinka MC jama ni am fra na so so be twa so sa but the bibia wo the tukrata about the mama ko be cheche mu na o twi o ba che na na we na twi mi no ba no the academy me amaso ano na bibia ya ka so mu anu ba na ha se ni na ye hwe ye se na ja abokra matibe na bibia ko ba no se ja kokko ye kokko me ko ti se bia nyo
enti we ye what say crowd we nwoma so 246 to so mienu asante here no mu nsem a ode ama ASHANTI Regional Police Command no say onfa futuwe na ebeboa no pa ye nyina we so twa ye homrai ba konkofo amanso nsem na no nso so Cameroon ohene anase homo president sabria me no kase akokora poso yaso ni chame hono mabasisia ya konko performance dia na ye kopie mu o Cameroon ho na mo president on the ndi obia ya ho sensem ye to abawie ye ntokwa ne we ne mentime nwase ne party A say nye no krese obetuna be president party B so se wasisi yen e kam ya kwese krobo bi koso ne emu adwokra sabria me no kase kokra wodnam 82 years in the 90s no ya de no atra konwa ne so se de Ghana mampani ye no no a ene swear in yeah the Bible ne Quran ne bodua na se de no atusi de ope almost so me gidi say a Christian country ti sad se de ye Ghana no sa bia pepepe ne be ye wo me tu fa Bible me His Excellency John Romani Mahama we de be ye me pobia I me share boss say the sa pepepe ne aye no enti no ya nigi semu asa bi Cameroon la nigi aba won mo a enkofo edi arusie ene wo mo eto aba mu omu di arusie pa ene ne party bia wo mo so omo ye nsusu eti mi so se de ye Ghana no pepepe African countries so of course yes se de tie wo ha no eti sa wo ba bia wo Africa na akwame aka me akoye se ye ntafo na ya tete ye mu so bo hu eti no sa ene tie wo Cameroon eti e da nyame asese eno no aye eniji semna bibia atoto di ye to akase ye bone so dia ye da so awon performance sem sabre amene wo kasai okoko piem wo Britain a omo prison e wo hono mo abrantie bia sabre ye che no aye ye sentence in 4 years sen konko di 4 years wo prison no sabre no mistakenly ye no afrefiase omo ye nipa miensa se nan na ye yi wo mo afrefiase a eno no ye mfom so e ba ye na emu ba akode ono ade ne ho asan akose na odam bi ne brenso na wo mo aka ne de wo mo kawura sa bere ya posifo ani abere a wo mo ehwehwe wo mo sade wo mo aba na nka e wa nka be abanti ode ne hoko ye de ne ya sumo ni mu o Kristo sumo wa ne so bi oye Israel ni nti Yesu ba ma ne se de agimpa na agimpa me direct e aka no Yesu ba ma sa nkofo no pause se me that prison na ya yi me free mu na me sa de me ho ko kire de bi kra na enya me ho ne fe and I was so benam sa kwan so ayi mi a o se menye de me nsa fa me honko se de wuntumi case e de na akwa kotumu a wo se bi on sa fa ne honko kire e ja wadwo sabe a me wo kasa idi abante ba akono de ne ho ekọ ya aposifo nsa so mi no me hwe se aposifo bedum no na se de ono ade ne ho aba wadi no kore obenya presidential partner na te betumi aye adwuma sa ade anka mo anam betumi ate mfie mienu kora fi ni mfie so a na chese nka aka mienu oye nyame so adwuma pa anya ni penyina ne be ne sa ya to akase bo ne so ne ye mra gudie mu nsem so ex Heart of Oak of all mo midfielder ne din ni Salisu Ibrahim enso so abone ho modene ajemfa asemo ai yes what any maiden call up to Benin na say Benin for afre no me boa so wo me Black Queens in so Black Queens Captain and Idini Portia what are joining African champions CP Mazebi women no ko join almost oh horno mo sabre ya we can say no sports for the day na ye jina kase abona so dia na ni we ya ni disem ani gidi kase bo see that the lumba spirit is working visit me in my dreams adoma nyamete claims enti adoma nyamete wo tietie me nyum ni bia that the lumba boy ye no obo ni din say o koi no de na chija wo mo adoma nyamete mesro ni on woda so papa kokko no on da so na ne we wutu wo nyini so mranti sem wo ni bu wo fe pa ene ko box what snap which is swatch ne color no ene ne shoe no so kopa na waje ne white ne ha ne black bag we kure friend simple we dey say mranti e pa bag eti I no no music commander or no we legend living legend or to adwa praman so hunu adwa penaman adwa penamane adwa wo bi ya o na su we de ne da adamada everybody boy ni enwu mi o enti we e boy ni mo ni enwu mi enti no minim lyrics na me kwa ma ya de ai won't was that the lumba samai tata no e da yesumu wasi wo sorry wo be sunda ye bia na da di gina ne so mo hwe na kosia se wa mo fu majapade nyina ma no wasi da di lumba samai gina ne so ye odi ye ma kosia se we nti wo ye ma ho asi ma mo re mfi ma kosia se wa do na we de adi akure ni ha yesi wo ne samai gina ne so asa bia me no kasa adoma konya mete esi ni samai da di lumba sign e ba ne ho wo de yesumu ene ne be kasa ne semo a wo kan de wo se wo ne ntamu ase ka wo mpone ho kakra po na ye hunu di wo mu e bi kura na wo se wo dobroni na ye nya ne mani kuna anasa akosua se wa ne ye mani ye kuna soso a ranka e bia de no no be boa kura ma ye yi asem na fi court ne ahemfie ne hu se de be no na so mo ne kasa kire wo na se wan kan kire ye ne ana ne mfa so oba wo so oba wo be kasa kire wo ne mfa so e ba so ne sen enti adama ko nyame chewe di adama esre wa da lumba opese ye tie enti no ba wo e be ka kire wo enti wo ba ka e ya boya ma ne na ye nsu ehunu di onsanse o ye nyina ye da di lumba onye ba akofo da di lumba ne ho asem e ba ye nyina ye tempen kwa ye ya o see living legend say ankasa be sie na sundiem e ma ni munyam ba ni mu no koda din no aye mpintin because of our pobuo kakra wo bu wo wi asinti e da lumba ju oju hu pen o yo ye nyina we so e na ye mfa ene nwumre no nso kase bo a ene bibi nti ye mfa mre no nso ne mom no nsia mpa mu no ye mfa ensi wa ha no mo meda se me dofo a o tire fi hwe kase yi no ebie no wo hye ma wa dofo enso so hwe ebie nyame wo nhra mo nyina me producer nyame nhra o adwempa media I bless you na di enhra to say bam sanso na sales de ni di mi hu bo de ne ma hu bo de se man ko suku yi bi enkofo suku yi man tumi enkobi nti na ja excels di no anko ye no afa de sa why I salute you my personal camera woman ane wayi mi ama me da se na say mon ta man tinya na me camera me na ma woman me me din di giti abagina kendela wini mima me din no chanity afre me get sell eno no na ye me de pa enti me de wasi nya me adoma ocha mafa